What's up with it, guys? You got excellent name here, back again for my week 10 match of the ASL up against Milan. He brings a team of Kofag, Lantern, Mega Diancie, Metagross, Golbat, and Garchomp, which is more or less what I was expecting. And I go into this game with T-Spite Drapion, Taunty with Darkinium Z, Assault Vest Amoonguss, standard Slowbro with Protect, Vinco, and an Agility Mega Altaria. So essentially the game plan here, like it always is to get up T-Spites with Drapion and try to use that to wear down his team. Originally in prep, I was hoping that Taunty would be a main win con here if he decided to not bring the Lantern, but he did end up bringing that, so that's going to put a lot of pressure on that. But it does mean that the Raikou is going to be able to stall down his team pretty effectively, especially if I can make sure that he doesn't get a defog off. But I decided to lead Slowbro because I felt like it matched up well against his most likely leads being Mega Diancie and Garchomp, and as you can see here, he just goes for the Swords Dance here, which implies to me that he's the Z move, so I just want to go for a Protect here to scout that. This is why I brought the Protect, is for this exact situation here. So he does go for the Z move, and I'm able to get off fairly scot-free. Rocks do go up, unfortunately, but you know, I'm not too upset about that. I can just go into the Drapion on his Kofag. Doing a little bit less damage against the Diancie and Metagross is a bit unfortunate. Big deal. Now I just want to go into Amoonguss to scout what kind of Lantern it may be, if it's like an offensive one. It reveals to be very bulky based on that damage roll, and he reveals to be dual screens Metagross this turn, which is very interesting prep. I would have expected him to go for the screens before setting up with Garchomp, but instead he just goes for them now. But I get up both my T-Spikes, and that means that I can just go into Raikou and just stall out these screens with the Sub Protect, as he reveals that he wants to go for Calm Mind. I'm playing a Calm Mind Rock Polish set, which definitely surprised me as well, because I figured that I'd be able to take that on super well with Amoonguss, so he wouldn't want to try it. But yeah, now I can just start stalling him out, chipping him down, and just like whittling him down with the toxic damage, doing what Vinco does best, clicking Sub and then clicking Protect over and over again. So the Diancie does go down this turn, and he doesn't really have a lot of good ways of dealing with Raikou with T-Spice up. You know, Lantern does wall me, but with a Toxic on him, it's not really doing much. I just clicked T-Bolt there to see whether he might be Water Absorb for some reason, but he naturally isn't. Now I can just click Protect to try to stall out some more, you know, just playing the game as it was intended, just getting that nice 6% chip off with the hidden power, seeing what he wants to do here. He just breaks my sub there, and now I go for a sub once again, yada yada, blah blah blah. We'll just start skipping turns here a little bit, as he reveals to be Rest. So that's going to make the game a lot longer, as he is Resto Chesto. Bit annoying, but we do have Amoonguss to just completely hard wall it, straightening it out a little bit with the Giga Drain. As he goes into Golbat, I didn't want to risk going into Raikou and eating a Toxic. That would have been pretty annoying to have to deal with. So I go into it now as he Whirlwinds me into the Tornadus. So I feel comfortable just clicking Hurricanes here, as he reveals to be Brave Bird. Quite offensive. And I decide, fuck it, I'm actually going to hit my Hurricane for once. So I click the Hurricane there as he swaps out. He expected me to swap there because I've had notoriously bad luck hitting Hurricanes, so I understand why. But I decided that I'm in such an advantageous position already that I didn't really need Taunty. So I revealed the Black Hole Eclipse there to kill off the Kofag. I can now go Special Mega Altaria, which is able to kill off the Golbat with Ice Beam. And now it's just the Lantern that I have to deal with. I can just spam Hyper Voice. Unfortunately, he is quite Spadef, so he is going to be able to eat 2 of those and click the rest. I go for the Hyper Voice just in case he doesn't click rest for whatever reason. But you know, he does indeed do that. Unfortunately, that means I'm not getting to feed Mega Altaria any more kills. So now I just go into Amoonguss, And I'm stubborn. You guys should know this. I'm super stubborn. I'm not going to give up any differential just because he wants to sit here with his lantern. So we'll put it on fast now, but essentially what he's trying to do is he's trying to force me to choke away some differential points, I guess, or bore me into giving away some differential points, potentially with the Mega Altaria or something like that. But the fact of the matter is that I can't really kill this all that quickly. I was kind of relying on the fact that Amoonguss hard-walled everything that this Pokemon would want to do ever. And the fact that I would probably have T-Spikes up to deal with this, I was hoping to just chip it down for the Taunt-T. Because I didn't really expect him to bring Rest, I expected him to bring Assault Vest or something along those lines. But because he did bring Rest, I got to deal with this shit. I don't want to get PB stalled too much, so I'm just going to swap around my regen mons as he goes for the regen, as he goes for the Rest, sorry. And you know, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It's pretty annoying, honestly. I didn't think he would do this to me, but you know, he is going for this differential. Until he does eventually forfeit, realizing that I'm not going to give anything up. So yeah, really good game. I felt like I executed my game plan quite well with the Vinco. Quite happy to see that work out so well. Would have wished that he brought the more Taunt-T weak team, but it just didn't end up playing like that. I did want to get some Taunt-T's kills up a little bit, but you know, life doesn't always work that way. Still was a solid game, and that improves my record to 7-3, I believe. So we're currently sitting in the bye position. This isn't my best season yet by a long shot, but it's still definitely respectable. We're keeping it good. Hopefully we can win our last 3 games as well to maintain our bye spot and not dip below that 10-win streak session. Because I definitely don't want to go below 10 wins in ASL. That's not something I fuck with. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Next week we are up against Milan, who surprisingly enough has had a killer season, going 6-4 currently. He is in a playoff spot. I believe if he is able to win 1 more game, he's probably in. 2 more games would pretty much clinch him. So definitely quite exciting to see Milan putting in that work. Unfortunately, probably not going to get to see him winning this coming week because, of course, he does play me. So see you guys for that one.